Welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Azure Synapse SDK, a comprehensive tool for data integration, analytics, and machine learning. In this tutorial, we will walk you through the key concepts, practical examples, and best practices to get you started with Azure Synapse SDK. First, let's start with the basics. Azure Synapse SDK is a set of libraries and tools that allow you to interact with Azure Synapse. Analytics, a cloud-based analytics service that brings together enterprise data warehousing and big data. Analytics, the SDK provides a simple and efficient way to manage your data, create data pipelines, and build machine learning models. To get started with Azure Synapse SDK, you need to install the necessary libraries and tools. You can do this by using pip, the Python package manager, to install the Azure Synapse SDK library. Once installed, you can import the library and start using its features. One of the key concepts in Azure Synapse SDK is the workspace. A workspace is a container that holds all your data, pipelines, and machine learning models. You can create a new workspace using the Azure portal or the Azure Synapse SDK library. To create a workspace, you need to provide a name, a location, and a storage account. Once you have created a workspace, you can start creating data pipelines. A data pipeline is a series of activities that extract data from a source, transform the data, and load it into a destination. You can create a data pipeline using the Azure Synapse SDK library by defining the source, transformation, and destination. Azure Synapse SDK also provides a range of features for machine learning, including data preparation, model training, and model deployment. You can use the SDK to create and manage machine learning models and deploy them to Azure Synapse Analytics for scoring and prediction. Best practices for using Azure Synapse SDK include starting small, testing and validating your data pipelines and machine learning models, and monitoring and optimizing your workflows. You should also use version control to track changes to your code and collaborate with others. In conclusion, Azure Synapse SDK is a powerful tool for data integration, analytics, and machine learning. By following the steps outlined in this tutorial, you can get started with Azure Synapse SDK and start building your own data pipelines and machine learning models. Remember to start small, test and validate your workflows, and monitor and optimize your performance to get the most out of Azure Synapse SDK.